Okay, let's try number 2. This time, we're going to set up A, B, and C. So this time, A is, the number in the front is A, which would be 3. B would be here, just 2. And C is -9. Feel free to pause the video if you need a minute just to kind of take this in. So I start out with x equals -b plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. At the top of your paper, plug in for your letters. X equals negative, b this time is 2, plus and minus the square root of b squared, so that's 2 squared minus 4 times a is 3 times c is -9 all over 2 times 3. So -2 is just -2 plus and minus. I'm going to do everything underneath the square root sign. So it's the square root of b squared, so it's 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times -9 is 112. All over 2 times 3 is 6. So -2 plus and minus. Let's take the square root of 112. Is 10.58. It's okay if you have a decimal. Just write 10.58 all over 6. Split this up into 2 parts. So x equals -2 plus 10.58 over 6. And x equals -2 minus 10.58 over 6. I'm running out of room. Okay, so that ends up giving us -2 plus 10.58. Make sure you hit enter, then divide it by, what was it, 6? So 1.43. -2 minus 10.58 divided by 6 gives me -2. This is 0.096, that's fine. -2.0967, you can round it. We're not really picky about the rounding, okay guys? This is coronavirus math. Alright, cool stuff. Let's keep moving. I want to show you a few more examples here. Number 3. Sorry. Number 3 is right here. We need to do, again, find A, B, and C. Here's A, B, and C is -10. A is 3. So A was 3. B is 5. C is -10. Okay, and actually when you solve this one out, I think for the sake of time I'm going to skip number 3. It's not that much different than the other examples we just did. I want to show you guys something a little different. I want to show you number 4. On number 4 we have A is 1. B would normally be in the number in front of the x. There is no B, so B is 0. And C is -36. It's a number without an x. So this one has an A and a C, but it doesn't have a B. Interesting. So we can start this one by writing x equals -b plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So -b is really just -0. Plus and minus the square root of 0 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is -36. all over 2 times 1. So x equals negative 0 is just 0. Plus and minus, let's type this middle part here in my calculator. 0 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 36. Oops, I forgot my negative 36. 0 squared minus 4 times a times negative 36. Gives me positive 144. All over 2. Well, 0 plus and minus the square root of 144 is 12. And when I split this up, I end up with x equals 0 plus 12 over 2. And I end up with 0 minus 12 over 2. Well, 0 plus 12 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 0 minus 12 is negative 12 over 6, and that gives me, sorry, over 2 is negative 6. 6 and negative 6. All right. That's a fun one. All right, last but not least, number 5. Let's identify our A is 2, B is positive 5, and C is positive 8. So we end up with x equals negative b plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Plug these in. So negative b gives me negative 5 plus and minus the square root of 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 8. All over 2 times 2. So negative 5 plus and minus, we'll plug this in. 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 8. Ooh, it gives me negative 39. So it's still the square root of negative 39. All over 2 times 2 is 4. Let's plug this in. Square root of negative 39. Oh man, it says error. Uh-oh. When that happens, because there's a negative under the square root sign, every time that happens, it means there is no solution, no matter what. No solution. Okay, so you're done once you get to that point. That's it, guys. Good luck on this. Let us know if you need any help.